welcome back to my channel where we talk about everything parenting, health, life, motherhood, and generally everything. So, for the past few episodes, we've been talking mainly about parenting, about our health, but now in this, starting today, and by the way, I'm so sorry I've been away for so long. I had taken a break, but now we're back. Hopefully we are back for good. So we are going to be talking about so many other things. We have new plans, and apart from parenting, health, and motherhood, we'll be talking about other fun stuff. We'll be doing some fun stuff in this channel, and I'm thinking of opening it up to be not just a channel on parenting, life, and motherhood, but we do other things. Make it maybe into a TV channel where we have different segments, and the newest segment that I want to introduce is the bucket list segment. This segment will be basically about everything and anything that we have ever wanted to do before we hit the bucket. Oh, before we kick the bucket. Yeah, so we shall be doing so many fun stuff, and I want to open it up to other people too, not just me. So we'll be doing these bucket list challenges. If there's anything you want to do before you die, whatever it is, however small, however big, let's see whether we can do it together. And I'm going to start with myself. So very soon you'll be seeing a video on one thing that I would love to learn to do before I die, and I'll be learning to do it. I won't tell you about it here. You're gonna know about it in the next video. So for today, now that I've been away for so long, I don't want to just bring this video just from nowhere. At least after this intro, I want to introduce to you that video that I did last year, but I haven't posted it for the longest time because I realized I think I'm an overthinker. I think too much, and it's not doing me any good, because you find that I think of doing something, sometimes I even do it, and then I start asking myself, is it good enough? I know I'm not the only one who goes through this. Many of us go through this, but it's something that I'm really trying hard to work on. I'm really trying so hard to deal with it, and that's why we are back, by the way.
Hello people, welcome to Mom's YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about
raising responsible kids. Today I'm joined by my son Marvin. We'll be discussing raising responsible kids. Are you a responsible kid?
Yeah, very much.
How are you responsible?
I wake up to give the chicken food. I give the dog food. I give the cats food. I water the plants. Different things.
What else do you do apart from that?
I help inside the house.
What do you do in the house?
Maybe mopping, maybe sweeping, anything. The job that I'll be given.
Do you think it's a good thing to be given those jobs, or you feel like you're not supposed to be given those jobs?
Yeah, it's a good thing.
Why?
Because when you grow up, there's no one that will be what's the word? There's no one that will be telling you to do something. Yeah.
So you'll be doing them without being told. The reason why we are talking about this topic today is because of you realize that in this day and age, you find that many kids are growing into adults who cannot pick up after themselves, because probably when they were younger, nobody showed them, or rather nobody gave them responsibilities. You'll find that in the current age, so many kids are used to just sitting in front of the TV and just watching cartoons and all that. And once this kid grows up, of course you don't expect this person to be responsible, if at all they were not responsible when they were younger. So that's why I felt it is important that we discuss this today with my son Marvin, so that we can see how we can help each other in building a responsible generation. You'll find that in many homes where a house girl is employed, the house girl is expected to do everything, from washing the house, cooking, washing utensils, basically everything that it's supposed to be done, it's the house girl who does it, including making the child's bed. By the way, who makes your bed?
Myself.
Okay. So including making the child's bed. So you find that these children grow up not knowing what they're supposed to do. And then once this person grows up, they're expected now to take on all these other responsibilities. Of course, they're not going to do that because they were not shown how to do it when they were younger. So it's important that we raise a responsible generation. Do you think you're a responsible child?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Okay. And do you ever feel like maybe your friends are not... Do your friends actually do such things at their homes? Not everyone. And do you feel like you're missing out when maybe you've been asked, like when dad asks you to come and water plants and maybe you want to go and play with your friends? Just speak the truth.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
You feel like you're missing out?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you know that it's for your own good, right?
Yeah.
When you started this, when did you start picking up after yourself? I think you started from from when you were small, isn't it?
Okay, when I was small, I didn't want to do anything.
Why?
I just wanted to watch cartoon. And if it's not watching cartoon, I want to go and play with my friends.
Why did you feel like it?
Because there are other people to do that work.
You felt that that's not your work?
Yeah.
The other grown-ups should do that?
Yeah.
So how do you feel about it now?
I feel I'll just do the work for my own good. Yeah.
How was it like when you were younger compared to now? Or rather, when you started doing all these other duties, like when we moved here, there has been more work, Cindy?
Yes.
Compared to where we were staying there, where we didn't have a chicken coop, a farm and all that. So right now there is more work for us to do. And of course that translates to more work for you. So how was it like when we moved here?
Okay, when we moved here, the work got hard.
And did you like it? How was it for you, as in?
I didn't like it. Yeah.
How do you help your brother in terms of now getting to do this work and really training him up to be responsible like you?
But he does not listen to me always. But he does do work. Yeah.
When you tell him to do something, he does it?
No, but not all the time.
Not all the time?
Yeah. He takes a little bit of food, gives different chickens. Yeah.
Okay. And what about feeding of the cats?
He takes the cat food and goes and feeds them, while I go and feed the dog. Yes. In the beginning, it was not as easy as now. It was a little bit harder, and it's not the same as now. Yeah.
How has it improved? Are you now able to do this work without being reminded?
Not yet.
Not all the time.
It's a work that I'm given. after playing. It's not every time that I would remember.
So when you go to play, you forget that you're supposed to do some work. Okay, that's normal anyway. But the point is, at least it's important to have children taking up tasks in the household. Of course, every household is different. We don't expect that everyone will be having chicken to feed or dogs to take care of or whatever. But at least in every household, there is always that one task that a child can be asked to do. You give a child chores depending on the age that they are in, age-appropriate chores. Like for instance, for a small child, you can just teach. We need to teach children from when they are young that at least even after they feed on something, after they're done maybe taking tea, take that cup to the kitchen. Don't just leave the cup lying on the tables or on the floor. So it's important that we just inculcate that attitude of, inculcate a sense of responsibility in our children, because it helps these children that when they grow up, when they become adults, they're going to be responsible. Right, Marvin? So do you think you're going to be a responsible adult?
Yeah, I'll be a responsible adult.
What are some of the duties that you think are for boys and for girls? Are there duties for boys and duties for girls?
They both can do the same work. But when somebody has a girl, a child that is a girl, and a child that is a boy, there's a way that the boys that go, as in they do the harder jobs than the girls.
Than the girls. You think the girls cannot do the harder jobs?
Okay, they can, but when you have a girl and a boy,
yeah,
the boy does the harder jobs.
Okay, can a boy cook?
Yeah, even a girl can go and water the plants. Yeah, anyone can do what they want.
Okay, so it's not really, during our time, or rather in those old ages, there was always this notion that girls are supposed to stay in the kitchen and do the cooking and all. Boys are not supposed to cook. Do you think that's right?
Okay, but it's like if in that old age, if somebody had only a girl, and they're saying that, then who will be doing that work if they say that? Who will be doing that work? And let's say you don't have a girl to cook. You will be the one who's cooking. That will be hard. Better giving the job to the boy.
All right then. So basically, it's all about just inculcating a sense of responsibility in our children. It can be something minor like picking up toys after they play, or picking up their utensils after they're done eating, or it can be something like what he does with his brother, where they do a lot of they feed the chicken, they water the plants, and all those other things that he has mentioned. So basically, it's all about inculcating a sense of responsibility in our children, so that when they grow older, they're going to be responsible. Because you cannot expect someone just because you have a house help in the house, so these children are not going to do anything. They'll just be sitting down watching cartoon, and then once they grow up, they become these adults who are just couch potatoes. They just sit down and wait for people to fend after them, because anyway, it didn't happen when they were younger, so they don't see the need to now start when they're much older. So how do you think, what would you tell other children out there about taking on responsibilities for their own good? Because many children in this age, they feel that, or rather, I don't know whether it's a failure by, I feel that it is a failure by us as parents, because, and we are neglecting giving our children duties, thinking that we are helping them, or rather thinking that we are trying to show them love by not making them get tired. But at the end of the day, we are really failing them big time. So I would, what I would ask Marvin, what would you advise other parents, maybe parents out there, children, about just taking on responsibilities when they are young?
If it's a parent, you give your children some little jobs for them to be responsible when they grow up, and for their own good. And also for children, when you're told something, you just do it. It's not a must that you have to be told a million times. Yeah.
Okay.
And that while you're being told for your own good when you grow up.
So now you don't feel bad anymore when you're given a task to do like you used to feel? No. You now understand why you've been given those tasks?
Yes.
Okay. So what are you doing to help Ethan to take on tasks? Like when I tell
just give him small tasks, like let's say let's say somebody has asked, let's say like you've asked for a tea bag. I will tell him to go and get the tea bag and come with it to give you. Then he'll sit down and continue watching. Yeah. And if you need a spoon for your tea, just go and ask him to bring a spoon. He brings and sits down and watches things. Yeah.
Okay.
So he can get playing, but also be responsible.
Okay.
Or watching.
Okay. So you've heard it. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let's get to learn more about parenting, health, general family issues, and also inspirational stuff.
etc.
etc, like he said. So please subscribe, share, like, comment, hit the
smash the like button
and hit the
notification button.
Yes. So that you can be notified of the next video when it drops, right?
Yeah.
I hope you've enjoyed the video. That's it for today. I hope to see you in the next video where I'll be doing my first bucket list challenge. Wish me luck. See you then.